Today, our topic is percentage. From your daily life, there are many examples of percentage you have seen. Sometimes it's written something 20% extra, or there is a sale on some product mentioning about 70% off, or on your perfect academic performance, you obtain 100% score. So, what is a percentage? Percentage is a fraction out of 100. It is denoted by the sign percent. Let's understand it more. For example, there are 100 boxes and they are all filled with the green color, means all are filled like this. This is all the pieces are here. So it is 100%. And when we eat half of the pizza, half is left in the plate, means 50% has gone. Similarly, from 100 boxes, only 50 are colored, means 50% is colored and 50% is not colored, mean half of it is colored. So, understanding it more with the help of a cookie box. I am having a cookie box having star-shaped cookies, triangle-shaped cookies, and round-shaped cookies. They are 100 in number. Wow. So, let's see. There are 20 star-shaped cookies out of these 100. So we can say 20 out of 100. In the form of percent, we can write it as 20%. Coming to the green cookies, they are 10 times 5 is 50, 50, 100, and we can write it as 50%. Coming to the red and round shaped cookies, we know there are 30 in numbers out of 100. So 30, 100 can be written as 30%. Now see, if there are 100 boxes here, only 3 of them are colored. Means in the form of fraction, we can write it as 300. Means the 3%. Or from our last lecture, we know that we can write it as 0.03 in decimal form. So what's the percentage? Yes, they are simply the fractions out of 100. And we use this percent signs to denote the percentage. Let's do an example. It is 3/10 and we have to find out that what's the percentage. So percentage is always a fraction out of 100. So we have to look for the multiple that gives you 100. So 10 is how much? 10 times is multiplied by what number to gives you 100? That's right. 10 times 10 is 100. So using the same number with the numerator also, we will be getting 30 times 100. And numerator out of the 100 is a percentage. So we can read it as 30%. So 3/10 is equal to 30%. Great. Coming to the next example, let's say it's 7/20th. And we have to calculate the percentage. And we know that percentage is something out of 100. So we have to look that what is the multiple of 20 to make it 100? That's 5. So 20 will be multiplied by 5. 5, it will give us 100. Similarly, using the same number to multiply with the denominator, 7 times 5 is 35. And we know this thing that the numerator out of the 100 is a percentage. So we can read it as 35%. Great. Coming to the next example, it is 7/50th. Now we have to calculate the percentage and we know percentage is something out of 100. So look for the multiple of 50 to make it 100. 50 times 2 is 100. Using the same 2 to multiply it with the numerator, we get 1400. Great. And numerator out of 100 is a percentage. So 750 is equal to 14%. Great. Let's do another example. 2/5 can be calculated. So 5 is multiplied by 20 times to give you 100. Same 20 will be multiplied here with the 2 to give you 40/100. And numerator out of the 100 is a percentage, so we can read it as a 40%. Now we will be learning that how to convert the percentage into fractions. For the fraction, we need to have a numerator and a denominator. And to convert the percentage into fraction, we will simply put the number over 100. Example 5, it's 20%. What we will be doing to convert it into fraction, we will remove this percentage sign and we will put it over 100 like this. And remember to simplify the fraction. First, we will be cancelling the zeros, and then we will be using the table of 2 to further cancel it, and we left with 1/5. So 20% means 1/5. Okay, now let's do another example. It's 37%. So we will be putting 37 over 100, and this cannot be further simplified, so it is 37/100. Let's do another example. It is 64%. We will remove the percentage sign and we will put this 64 over 100. Remember to simplify the fraction. Using the table of 2, we get 32/50th. Further, we can use the table of 2 to simplify it. It is 16/25. So 64% can be written as 16/25. That's great. Now let's do a word problem. Lila secured 20 marks out of 25 in her maths test. Calculate the percentage of marks secured by her. Means 20 marks out of 25, and we have to calculate the percentage. So remember what we have to do? We have to look for the number which when multiplied by 25 gives you 100. That's 4. Using the same 4 with the numerator, 20 times 4, it gives you 80/100. And numerator out of the 100 is a percentage. So we can read it as 80%. Means Lila secured 80% marks in her maths test. Let's do another example. So Hale obtained 14 votes in his favor out of the 20 students. So what percentage of votes he has obtained? Means 40 votes out of the 20 students, and we have to calculate the percentage. We have to look for the number which when multiplied by 20 it gives us 100. That is 5. 20 when multiplied by 5 give you 100. Similarly, using the same number to multiply with the numerator, it gives you 14 times 5 is 70. And we know that numerator out of 100 is the percentage. So Sohail obtained 70% votes. Now these are the instructions for the written task, and these are the questions, because learning maths is best when you practice it. So I'm waiting for your questions, and this is how you have to upload your assignment and turn it in. Happy learning!